Gomer. I'm a state director. The state directors are assigned a competition. Oh.
It actually works now.
I can talk in this. I'm going to show. All right, I am the state director from, doesn't matter. I come and check you guys on Thursday for your competition attire, okay? So I'm reading right off of here. If you have questions, ask now, because otherwise I'll be deducting points on Thursday when I come assess your clothing. They don't have anything to do with clothing, it's just the state directors. Okay, white or black work pants, or black and white checkered chef pants. White chef jacket, white or black leather work shoes, white apron, white neckerchief, side towel, and a hairnet. The chef hats will be provided by the tech chairs. Any questions on clothing? Yes. You have to wear a hairnet. Yes, you need to wear a hairnet.
The rule on hairnets, if you have or have ever had hair on your head, you must wear a hairnet.
Yes.
Can you wear your own hat?
Can you wear your own hat?
You can.
Yes.
If it's white.
If it's white. Is it
Yes.
a tall hat? Yes, it's a tall hat.
If it's not, will they be provided?
Yes, we
It
will
be
provide
provided.
hats.
The
Yes.
hats will be provided. Just a plain white apron is fine.
What about the rubber
Non-slip shoes. It's supposed to be a black or white leather work shoe. The no slip shoes.
The Crocs, if you have the kitchen Crocs or the kitchen Birks, those are okay.
Yeah.
They cannot have holes in them.
Yeah, no holes.
Just the net.
Neckerchief? Yes, you need to have that. Neckerchief you need to have.
They do sell those at the Skills store downstairs.
Skill stores? Yep. Going once, going twice. If you happen to not have your side towel on you, I will ask if it's nearby, depending on what time I come on Thursday, because sometimes you do use them before I get here. So, all right, any other questions? Congratulations on getting here, ladies and gentlemen, and good luck on Thursday.
Just want to clarify shoes. Make sure that they are non-slip shoes.
It's just my
Voice doesn't like
It's your
this.
voice, yeah.
The mic knows I have a chef voice, I don't need it. Although if you cannot hear me, let me know that you cannot hear me, okay? We're just gonna go through a few things. Did everybody get one of these? Did everybody already see this before I gave it to you today?
Yes, chef.
Good. Because there's nothing new in here you haven't already seen. We're just gonna make sure you understand everything and answer any questions you have. We'll start off with safety. Safety is important. Throughout the competition, you are going to be safe. There are 46 other people running around with hot pans and sharp knives. So when you are walking with a hot pan or a sharp knife, let people know that you're walking with a hot pan and a sharp knife. Call it out, sharp knife, hot pan, behind you. Make sure we're using our words to be safe. If you should cut yourself or burn yourself, find me or find Chef Paul, who is running around. There we go. We will get you a Band-Aid or get you to the first aid station. Okay? Our goal is that everybody leaves with the same number of fingers that they come with. That's what we want to do. Be careful, be safe. All right. I'm going to skip this part. We're going to go over the timeline. The timeline. What we're going to do tomorrow morning, Thursday morning, 8 o'clock, right here. They probably will not let you up until 8 o'clock, which means you will gather at the base of this escalator. This is 2200 lobby, so it's the 1200 downstairs, I think. I think so. But at the bottom of this escalator, and we will come get you if they don't let you up. Okay? 8 o'clock, we're here. From 8 to 8:10, we'll kind of make sure everybody's here, and we'll do roll call. Make sure everybody's ready to go. From 8:10 until 8:25, everybody has 15 minutes to go to their station and set their equipment. We're not doing food at that point. We're just getting your equipment set up. Yes. No. He's asking you to fill pots with water. No. No food, no water, just equipment. So you get your knife kits out, make sure all your pots and pans are where you want them, set it up. That's that. You have to start over. I can't hear you. I didn't hear you. Underneath. Yeah. And what was your question?
No ice.
What was that?
No ice.
No ice. That point. Okay, the two questions were, if I'm not using a piece of equipment, where do I put it? You can put it underneath. You can put it in the drawer of the stove. You can just get it out of your way. The other question is, can you get ice at that point? Don't need to. I'll get to ice in a minute. Yes. You can if you want to turn on your oven. That's fine. Yes. One more. We'll get to that in a moment. Okay, at 8:25 we will come back here and we will, for 15 or 20 minutes, answer questions. Hopefully we'll get most of them answered today, and tomorrow we can just make sure you guys are ready. Oh, I forgot something. Resumes.
Yes.
Resumes. Need them now. Pass them this way. Put your number on them. Hang on. Make sure your contestant number is on your resume, not just your name. You need to have your number on your resume.
Put it on the actual paper. If it's in the portfolio, put your number on your actual resume.
Yeah, we need it on the piece of paper, not just on the plastic, on the paper. Pass them to your right. Resumes have to be in today. We will not accept them after today. We'll get there. Okay, back to our schedule tomorrow. After we have 15 or 20 minutes of question and answer, 8:45, the first group will start. This is our schedule for tomorrow, for Thursday. First group is 1 through 8. I think in your schedule it says just has group 1, group 2, whatever. That's what these are. This is by your contestant number. So 101 to 108 is the first group. You will start at 8:45. Your chicken fabrication needs to be done at 9:15. Knife skills at 10:15. Your salad window opens at 10:45. I'm going to turn it over to Chef April to explain the windows. You want to try the mic?
Sure, I can try the mic.
The word?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I did.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Chef April Guess, and you will see a lot of me tomorrow, Thursday. And I am the keeper of the area where the tasting judges are. So when you are ready to present your food, based on this, we'll go over this in a second, you will come to my little cubby over here, which is the area behind the high curtains. That's where the tasting judges are. I will have a table, and I'll be on the other side. You'll come up to the table, and you'll probably have 2 plates with you, your 2 plates. One is for the tasting judges, and one will go on your presentation table. So each of you has a number, and there's a table around the perimeter with that same number on it. So 1 plate for the tasting judges, and 1 plate to the table for presentation. So when your window opens, if you are numbers 1 through 8, when your window opens for the service of the salad, your window opens at 10:45. Your on-time window is 5 minutes. So from 10:45 to 10:50, you're on time. You have 5 minutes to present to me on time. In the second, let me get through this first, okay? After that first 5 minutes, you're now in the second 5-minute window, and that is a 25% point deduction. You'll still present, you still want to bring everything over here. You're just going to have, it's going to be reduced by 25%, whatever your score is. If you are in the last 5 minutes of that 15-minute window,
it is a 75% point deduction. This information is in this packet, so it's very clearly spelled out that your first 5 minutes is your on-time 5 minutes, okay? If you have to make a decision on where to go with the food, come to the judges table first. Worry about the presentation table after you've already taken your food to the judges. Oftentimes, students will be looking around for their table trying to put their presentation food out and then eventually get to us over here at the judges. Please make sure you bring your food first to the judges and then take your second plate out to your presentation table. Yes, sir. Must you present 2 plates to me? I don't need 2 plates, but you do need to have 2 plates. So, yes, but you need to have both of your plates done at the same time. There's not time at the end where then you'll do your presentation plates. So I only need 1, and then the presentation table around the same time. Start plating before the window opens? Good question. You can start plating, but you cannot deliver before your window. So if you come up there and it is 10:37 with your plated stuff, I won't take it. So now you've got food on the plate waiting for 7 or 8 minutes. So be mindful of that. You can plate and you can come right to me right at 10:45, or obviously whatever your window opens. You can be right at that time. That's fine. So that means you can be plating in your table at your workstation. Fabrication and knife cuts will take place at your workstation. So what we'll do is when your fabrication time starts, let's say you're 1 through 8 and 9:15, you'll be over in your workstation. As soon as you're ready, your hand will go up. Our judges for fabrication and knife cuts will be right over there. So they'll see your hand up, they'll come right over. So you can stand right there. You'll have your own workstation. Once they clear, you're ready to move on to the next thing. The knife cut presentation timeline.
It is done by that time.
There's no window? Oh, okay. So, right. So your completed knife cut needs to be at 9:15. But there's not the 5-minute presentation window.
You can do it way early. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, are we allowed to move on from that point?
He was asking if you can move on and do something else. You sure can. You can do whatever you want at any point during the day. The knife skills and the meat fab, that is a present time. You must be finished by that time. No. Keep it on ice. Keep it cold.
Question was, can she wash dishes while she's waiting for somebody to judge her knife cuts? Yes. Clean as you go. That's a constant thing.
We'll get to that. Yeah.
We're going to cover sanitation. Are there any questions about
Just about the timeline.
the timeline? This will be our official time clock. I know right now it's not working right now, but for the last 10 years it has served us well here in Kansas City. So this is the timeline. This is the time clock. I will keep that time clock set and continue to make sure it's adjusted and specific. This is the only time clock that we will be using. This is the only time clock that the judges will be using. It's the only time clock that I will be using back here to determine the on-time or late arrivals. So this should be the only time clock that you are using on the competition floor. It won't be in this position, but it'll be right over here at the front of where the judges, where the tasting judges, where you'll be dropping off for there.
Are we allowed to have a little clock in our station?
If you have a little clock in your station, you better make sure that it's set to this clock right here. This is the only one that we will reference. So if you come to us and say, well, my clock says I still have 10 minutes to go, your clock should have been set to our clock. Please.
Can we use timers?
You can be your own timer, your own timekeeper, whatever it is, but still remember that this is the clock that you want to reference. So however you're keeping your time, make sure that it coordinates with this one. Please.
I just want to make sure I have this right. So for the times, for the meat fabrication knife cuts, that's when it has to be done. And then for the others, that is when your first 5-minute window opens.
That's correct. So the question was, your meat fabrication, if you're 1 through 8, has to be done by 9:15. Your salad or any of your salad, soup, entree, 1 or 2, if this is your window and it opens at 10:45, you are on time only in those first 5 minutes. If you serve 5 minutes past that first 5 minutes, then it's a 25% point deduction. If you serve in the last 5 minutes of that 15-minute window, then it is 75%. If you serve when the next window is open, so you serve outside of your window, there'll be no points given for you. So you can deliver it to the judges will look at it, provide evaluation, but they will not provide points. So if your salad window is 10:45, if you serve your salad to me at 11:03, there'll be no points for it. So it's outside of your 15-minute window. Is that clear for everyone?
What would you call it out for intervals? Like 15 minutes till the window open, 5 minutes?
I think for intervals, because there's a lot of conversation that goes on in this once we get going, I think that in the past we've done like salad team, your salad window opens in 5 minutes. Yeah.
There's a half an hour between 8 and your salad and you go on that. So that is half an hour
You can be working on anything at any time. So you don't have to just be working on salad in this first part. You should be working on everything. You cannot serve your salad before this time. You cannot serve your soup before this time. But you can work on your salad, your soup, and your entrees at any point during the competition. So, does that answer? Phones. We're going to talk about phones in a second. No.
Safety thing. I'd rather have my
Thank you.
Yeah, if you want to put it on your jacket or if you want to put it on something.
So the question was, can I have a watch, a wristwatch? And so you can have it on your uniform somewhere, but not down on your wrist. Yeah, you can put it on the table. That's fine. Apron, string, whatever, button of a coat. Yeah, we're going to get to name tags here in a second. You're going to ask name tags? If there are no more questions about this, remember, this is your official time clock. This is your official schedule. Judges area will be right over here. You'll see a lot of me tomorrow. Remember, judges food, make sure we get that first, and then take yours to the presentation table. And we're good? Good. One more question up there. I know it seems like there's a lot of time. There's not a lot of time. Okay. It's
Okay,
not-
the question was about the time. I mean, you can be working on anything at any point, and you should be thinking about that throughout your day. Remember in here, this lunch, this 30-minute lunch is mandatory. You must come over here and sit down for 30 minutes. You cannot go back to your station during those 30 minutes. So we will have lunch for you. We will have drinks for you. We'll provide the box lunch for you. We will not require you to eat. However, if I notice that you're not, we'll probably come over here and encourage you to eat. Even if you just pull the meat out of the sandwich and eat the vegetables and the cookie, or you've got to eat something. This is a long day. You've got to keep your energy up, or halfway through you're going to crash and burn, and we don't want to see that happen. So eat something and drink the water, drink something. So we will be calling that, but during the time before your lunch, be working on whatever you got to work on. Plan it out. Yes, ma'am.
If you're in groups 1 through 8 and you finish your salad at 10:50, you still take a 30-minute lunch and start your soup at 11:50 then?
Right. You'll still do your lunch will be at this time, from 11:15 to 11:45 is when your lunch will be. Okay? You'll follow this exact timeline no matter what. All right? Okay, yes. Yeah, I was just going to get to that. Good question. Water bottles at your station. If you can do it safely and in a sanitary manner, sure, have some water at your station. If you have an open glass of water, I will take it away from you. Probably drink it too, because I'll be thirsty tomorrow too. Name tags. You can tell already, these are dangerous to have hanging around your neck. So what's nice is, two things we can do. These have the little adjustment. I'm going to ask Tara to readjust because it's just funny to watch her do it.
Yeah, right?
We can
Strangle
do
myself.
this. Put it on your back, tuck that down inside, then as you're walking around, we can see your number, which is a beautiful thing. Or if you want to figure out how to attach it to your hat, that's fine too. We can do that. We'll staple it onto your hat if you want to. Staple it onto your head if you want to, then it doesn't lose. But we don't want these to be hanging in front of you. That's just going to be way too dangerous. Yes, sir.
Can we safety pin them to our backs?
If you want to safety pin it on your back, that's perfectly okay. Yep. What we need is, while you're working, I want to be able to find your number. And since you're facing away from us most of the time, it's good to have it on your back so we can see it. Okay? So we'll help you tomorrow. We'll figure out if we've got to get you some tape to put it on your hat. If you want to tape it on your back, if you want to wear it in this backwards, something like that, that's all fine. I just don't want it hanging forward. Okay? Somebody have a question? Yes. Thursday. I say tomorrow often. Thursday. Thursday. Yes. All right. When we are done, we already covered the knife skills, and the chicken will be at your station. Just raise your hand. The judges will be over as soon as they can to judge them. Yes, ma'am. She was asking if you want it on the tray or in cups. That's your choice. Yeah. And we need enough so the judge can evaluate. If there's not enough, he might ask you to cut some more. Yes.
Will there be like prep containers provided?
We do have, we'll get to that in just a second. We have tons of stuff for you. Yes. He was asking how the chicken needs to be cut up. I want to see exactly what it says in the rules. Because sometimes what's in my head and what's in the rules are not exactly the same. I believe the chicken needs to be cut up for your menu. There you go. Chicken fabrication is actually in your packet. Skin off boneless breast with the first bone of the wing attached. Tender attacked and attached. Wing bone can be removed after if you want to use it for something. Thigh leg portions and the carcass. So pretty wide open, but we want this, what's in here, okay? You can change it later if you want to. But this is what we want to see for the chicken butchery. Yes? Leg and thigh needs to be skin on. It does not say if they're together or not. I like to see them separated. I would suggest you separate it just to show the skill that you know how to do that. Back in the corner.
Really loud.
It doesn't have to be exactly 3 ounces, but it needs to be enough to evaluate, and we're looking for a good amount. 3 ounces of julienne is a pretty good chunk, and that's what we want to see. And you can see too, you've got all kinds of time to do it. So do enough, because the judge will ask you to do more if there's not enough there. That's your choice. He was asking if the wing bone needs to be Frenched. It's your choice. Say it again. Yes, we need to see the carcass before you start your stock. Yes, she was asking if you can start the stock right away with the carcass. We need to see it first, then you can throw it in. Back here. Same for the mirepoix and the sachet. We need to see them first, and then you can start it. Yes. Right here.
Yeah, it does say that the leg and thigh need to be boned in, but after you check it, you're bone.
Yes, you can. He was saying it has to be, the leg and thigh have to be bone in. After we check them, to make sure that you've done the proper thing. If you want to take the bones out, fine. Go for it. All the way to the back. It's your choice. Just asking if there is a precise oblique. It says oblique. That's what I want. Okay? Okay, the way the area is set up, over in that corner is paper products. And you'll have time later to go look at everything. That corner is all of your paper products. There are souffle cups, there is film and foil, spoons, aluminum pans, tons of everything over there. In the middle section here is your dry goods. All of your sugar, salt, dry herbs, vinegars, oils, all of that is in the middle. In the cooler on the end is the fresh herbs. Your produce is going to be right here. This area will all be fresh produce. Those two coolers down there, one of them will have chicken. The other one will have all your dairy, cheeses, creams, milk, eggs. They'll all be there, okay? I think that's everything. And I would like to have Mr. Paul come and give you some logistics about how we're going to move around today. Paul Santaloria is the leader of our national education team for the Culinary Arts competition. He has been doing this for quite a while, and he's the one that puts all of this together and makes sure it all works for you guys.
You want this?
I'm good. Thank you very much. This is the 22nd year that I've been involved with this. Started out with Louisville in '93 and have the opportunity to go back next year. I don't know what's going to happen, who's going to go back and who's going to run it or whatever. But thank you all for the ride. If I don't see it, those of you, the instructors, advisors, etc., next year, thank you for the past 20 some odd years. Kind of as a side note too, I've retired from education. I've gone back into industry. So if you need any help running your state contest or something like that, give me a shout or give me a holler, and I'd be happy to talk to you. Also like to thank Tara. Went that way to take a nap. Denise, Tara, and her other half, better half, Dave, helped set up. Bob is a late arrival this year, but he's been with us for 7 or 8 or 12 or some odd years like that, that have all been part of the stove and table moving to get everything into place for you guys to be able to compete. Courtesy Corps, right now we have a couple young ladies here right now. There have been probably 30 others that have been here at some point in time, so please make sure you say thank you to somebody in an orange shirt, or what shirt is going to be tomorrow?
We're wearing red tomorrow.
Red shirt tomorrow, so make sure say something, and then thank you for Thursday. Speaking of Courtesy Corps, their function while they're here in my competition, this competition, is to help you get to where you need to go. It's not to wash your pots and pans. Okay, they're going to facilitate that the sinks are clean and full with soap and detergent and sanitizer solutions. It's your job to wash your pots and pans as part of your mise en place and organization for your day. Okay, now you'll be points and times when you'll stack and you'll store stuff like that, and you'll kind of set it aside. That's okay. It's their job to tell me if there's something been there for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour. That means you've forgotten about it, okay? So then they'll come tell me, I'll tell one of the judges, hey, so-and-so's kind of lost some track of time, lost her pots and pans. We'll go ahead and clean it then, because now it's we just need to keep things flowing and going, okay? The flow for the sinks, you'll stand over here. Okay, it's outside in, outside is dirty. We come outside, then we go sanitize, or soap. We have just a dry sink, flush wash, sanitize. Both sides are coming out clean. Okay, same thing on the other side. Everybody understand, outside dirty, inside clean. Okay, when you start out the day, this sink right here will be set up with sanitized solution. Get your red bucket, come over here and dip and go. Don't have to test anything or whatever. This sink is a vegetable wash sink. Sink over here is a vegetable wash sink. Sink over here is for washing your chickens. Okay, at some point in time during the day, I'll call. We're going to shut down a sink, and it's going to become a pot sink. Okay, and then as we get further in the day, we'll turn over another sink into a pot sink. At that point in time, if you need to wash vegetables out front on the hand sinks, please go ahead and do so. You don't have to use soap. Okay, hang on to questions, please. Okay, is everybody with me there? Everybody get the soap reference? That was funny.
Yes.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
who's not laughing? You're not laughing. Oh, he's still not laughing. How you doing? Cuts. If you cut yourself, please come see me. I will get you on the floor as quickly as I can. If it's beyond the capabilities of where I think it's just a nick or a scrape or a small laceration, okay, SkillsUSA says I have to send you to first aid. Okay, I will do everything in my power to keep you here. Okay, but somebody else may say you gotta go. Hold on to quit. Let me get all the way done. Okay. Questions on? We're good on cuts. Okay. Dish, veggie cuts, wash cuts, pots, pans. Your pots and pans are numbered. You have a little inventory sheet. Some of you have mixed sets. You have a number 12 pot and you have a number 31 lid. Okay. That's just because of attrition over the past 12 or 13 years that we've had the Calphalon pots and pans. Okay, so some things are just intermixed. So you're responsible for that lid or that pot that's been assigned to your inventory sheet at the end of the day on Thursday. Okay? Everybody understand that so far? Okay. Inventory sheets at the end of the day on Thursday. Your responsibility is to get them all clean. We'll give you a bag to bag them up and put them in a location to be determined at that point in time. Same thing with your table blocks and your tables. Okay? That information will kind of come out more on Thursday as it happens, as that day unfolds and we break down. Okay? Little tubby, the little hand sink, little small sink over here to the right, facing north of the hand sinks, is where you're going to put your liquid waste. I'll have a 5-gallon bucket with a colander in it. You dump everything liquid into that container so it catches all the solids. Okay, we'll take care of removing the solids and throwing those away, grease, whatever. Everything liquid goes in there. Don't put it over here in the sinks, because the first time you guys dump a pot of stock in there, what do I have to do? I got to change the water. Okay, dump your crap over here. Okay, wash your pots and pans over here. Okay, if you're standing here and that sink is empty over there, where are you going to go? Go to the empty sink. Because your station's over here doesn't mean you have to use these sinks. If you can get over there and go back faster, use it, get it done. Okay, and same thing coming the other way. Okay? Towels, you should have your own towels. We have a little bit limited supply of if you need something. Towels at the end of the day, if they're dirty, I've got a tub next to the sink to throw your dirties in if you don't want them. Okay, if you don't want them, then I'll take care of them there and wash them. Okay, questions? You're number 2. Who's number 1 up here? Yes, sir. Okay.
Going back to the cuts, if we cut ourselves bad enough where we have to go to first aid, when we come back, is there how does that work?
Question is, if they cut themselves bad enough to go to first aid, all that happens is you've lost time. Okay, so hopefully you're still within your window.
So what happens if you come back after your windows happen?
If you've missed your windows and things like that, I think you've missed your windows for that.
Do you get another chance to reset that?
That's never occurred. So we haven't had that happen, so I don't know.
First aid is fast. They get you in and out in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's usually just a few minutes.
That's a question. I don't know if there's it's not like soccer where there's a stoppage of time. We can't stop time and then restart it, so I don't know. Okay.
It won't happen. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, sir.
That water gets nasty.
Water in the pot sinks and stuff, we will change it and monitor it throughout the day. But if you're up there and courtesy core's on a break or I'm not there and it's dirty, drain the sink. Absolutely. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
We wash our pots and pans, and like towels
After you wash pots and pans, they're air drying in the center station. Okay, the paper towels that you have on your station, if you want to hand dry them back at your station, you can. Now, if you get your pots and pans clean and they're sitting over here, I'm much happier with that, and I'm not going to say anything about it because they're over here clean. If they're over here dirty, I'm going to have an issue. You know, they're allowed to sit there for a period of time. Again, it gets into half hours, 45 minutes, hours, and stuff like that. You know, and you've kind of lost, you know, focus on something. Question. My hat is for sale. Okay, highest bidder, I have $100 right now. Not really, but I got to start somewhere. That seems like a good number. Okay. I am for sale too, but you know, there's a price for everything. Okay. Questions? Yes, sir. Vegetable sink will be any of these two back sinks here. Okay. On the north side, this is north. Okay, or the hand sink. Okay, you start off and then we'll close off. The hand sink will always be a vegetable sink throughout the day. Okay, again, you don't have to use dog. Yes, ma'am. Okay. If you brought your own equipment, you cannot use your own equipment. You have to use what's supplied for you.
We'll get to equipment in a second.
Except for the hand tools and things that are listed on the equipment list, like the whips and ladles and things that may be used. And mixing bowls, something like that. Okay? Going once. Going twice. We wish everybody the best of luck, and thank you for the last 21 years.
Okay, we'll see if the mic will work for a few more minutes. Equipment. You have on your list all the equipment that is allowed. You can bring anything that's on this list. If you have something that's not on this list, that you just gotta have, which I can't think of anything that you need to make your menu that's not on this list, or that we're not giving you already. But if you've got something you've gotta have, you're gonna bring it in, it's going over to the community area, and everybody gets to use it. Which means at the point in time of your day when you've gotta have it, somebody else might have it, and you're out of luck. So think about it. Everything on this list is allowed. And if you want multiples of everything on the list, that's fine. But if you have something else, it's going to go in the community area and everybody gets a shot at it. Okay? Yes. This is the only one of these I have. Hopefully your advisors have this. They should have this list. This is the contest description. So, yes. We will be checking for this Thursday morning when you come in. When you start setting up your station, and if we see all kinds of equipment, we'll come over, we'll be going through the list and saying, okay, first off, it's not a list, do you really need it? So, yeah, but we will be checking, and if it's an additional piece, we'll put it on the community station, or you can take it out and forget about it for the day. Yes?
Can we use a bus tub?
Yes, you can, if you have a bus tub or a tub or a container like that you want to put under your table, that's fine. Yeah, because you'll need something to put down there if you're going to put pots and pans or dishes or whatever during the day. That's perfectly all right. You also have the drawer under your stove. I think it's pretty empty on all of them. You can use that for storage too if you want to. Yes?
They noticed in China already set up. China. I noticed you already had China set up.
It will be set up, yeah.
The China on the station is for the post-secondary, but you will have exactly the same thing.
We allowed, if we have one our own China, we're allowed to use
No,
that?
you must use our China. Everybody's using the exact same thing. Yep. Good question. If you want to put a shelf, you can bring a shelf or something like that if it fits under the table, and you cannot use it as a working space. It's just a storage area. It has to go under the table. It has to fit underneath your table.
For trash, can I use Ziploc bags and duct tape and them?
She was asking about trash. If you want to tape a bag to your station, you can do that. There is a giant trash can at the end of every line that is for everyone to use. But if you want to do a trash area at your station, that's fine. You can do that. Your stations will be covered in plastic just as they are today. What we're going to do, just a second, I'll finish answering questions, is we have the written test you guys need to take today. So once we get done with questions, you guys will spread out and do your written test. When you're done with your test, you will have the opportunity to wander through the entire area and check everything out. So you can look at your station, you can see what's there, okay? So if you're asking about the specific of your station, you'll have time to go look at it later. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to take pictures today, you can, of your station. Cell phones are not allowed on Thursday. No cell phones, period. If I catch you with the cell phone, I'm throwing the cell phone out of the competition floor and you're going with it. No cell phones. If you bring it in and you want to give it to us, we will have a box back here secured in the judge area and we'll hang on to it for the day. Give it to your advisor, leave it in your hotel room. Do not bring the cell phone on the competition floor. It is really embarrassing when you forget about it and you're in the heat of competition, your pants start ringing. Not a good thing. Do not bring your cell phones to the competition. Other questions right now? Yes. Yes, he's asking about waste. We're looking mainly at, paper waste, I don't care. Food waste, you should hang on to it, and if you've got some, you can ask a judge to come over, they'll take a look at it and throw it away. Just think, the rule of thumb is, if there's any food, ask a judge before you pitch it. It reduces a lot of questions of later on the judge going, what happened to the rest of that, whatever. So, yeah, back in the corner first. He was asking about onion peels, carrot peels, stuff like that. I'm not going to tell you no, but I'd also not going to tell you yes. I think it's a good idea to hang on to all food waste just to eliminate any confusion, any possibility. Yes?
Can you use an iPad as a timer?
No. He was asking about an iPad. You cannot use any electronic device that could transmit or receive any information. So I'm looking at basic, just a digital timer is about all we're going to allow. No technology that can transmit or receive. Yes? Ziploc bag, sure. You can bring that in for compost. That's absolutely fine. Yes. Other questions? Yes. You have no power at your station. So, yeah, there is no electricity at your stations. So if you're bringing electric stuff, it's going to be, if you get a little bicycle you can power it with, but yeah, no electricity at your stations, so nothing like that. We do not have food processors, or we also have no immersion blenders this year. Because you're not doing a pureed soup, so you don't really need one. For what? If you're wanting to do something like a quenelle, we've got some hand stuff over there. Rock and roll. Yeah. It can be done if you want to do it bad enough. Any other questions? Questions about anything for the competition? Anything that I didn't cover? Yes, ma'am.
For the braised chicken thighs, there's like vegetables that's supposed to go with it. Like, and they said it was going to be from our knife cut. So are those ones where we pick like the teal greens and medium nice?
She was asking the cuts for your braise. That's your choice. You pick the proper vegetables to put with your braise. Yep. Yes. It doesn't specify how many vegetables. I want the right amount. Does that sound like your teacher's telling you, answering that question? Yeah, I want the right amount. You want a nice braised dish that when it comes to the judge, it looks good and it's got everything you want on it, and it looks like something you want to eat. So think about what it should look like. Yes, sir.
Will there be like a community stock or demi-glace made?
Good question. Demi-glace, yes. We have some liquid stock bases. We've got vegetable and chicken. These are liquid bases donated by Mr. Rudy Smith over here in Unilever. If you have not used liquid bases before, they are extremely concentrated. I would suggest you get a little souffle cup and taste a little bit before you start using them. They're powerful, and they're really fun, and they taste great. Demi, we will make up some demi for you. We have some demi base that will make it up for you, and you'll just be able to dip it out and use it. Okay? And that will be for everyone. We'll make sure we have that. Yeah. There will be red wine and white wine. We don't have it today. I'm picking it up tonight. It'll be the cheap box stuff, but we'll have red and we'll have white. Yes.
Would you be able to see our community stock? I know we can see the dry.
He was asking about the produce. I have the list here. It's all in the cooler because we didn't want to bring it out here and let it wilt all day. I have the list of everything we have if you want to look at the list. We didn't want to get it out and we don't want you going into the cooler. So there is a list here. It's basically, if you look at the competition for the post-secondary and their pantry, same thing for you guys. You got the exact same stuff. And I have that list if you wanted to come up and take a look at it. You want to take a picture of it, whatever you want to do. You can have that. No, the produce will all be right here. We'll pull it out on Thursday morning and put it right here, so you won't be going into the cooler. No. Back here in the middle, yes. Yes.
On the front of the menu it says braised chicken legs and thighs, but on the recipe it says braised thighs. On the legs and thighs.
I'm looking for your choice. Braise the correct pieces. Is that a good answer? Yes. Braise the correct pieces. Right next to you there.
For the braised vegetable, would a tomato
Tomatoes and mushrooms are vegetables, yes. Yep. Yep. What? Yes, notes. Notes are encouraged. Bring notes, bring timelines, bring recipes. Yes. If you've got it on your iPad, not a good idea. But if you want to write stuff down and write all kinds of notes, absolutely bring it in. You can bring this packet and write everything on it. If you've got another notebook, absolutely. Make sure you're ready. 2 plates of everything. We need 2 plates of everything. 2 salads, 2 soups, 2 entree 1, 2 entree 2. 2 plates identical of everything. Yes.
Will there be any bread available?
Bread, yes, we have French bread, I think. Is that right? We got French bread?
Yes.
French bread, yes. It's already made. It's a big, long loaf. Pretty good stuff, too. Let's go over here. She was asking if putting the tenders on the chicken is required. No, it's desired. The chicken on the salad, right. Using the chicken tenders on the salad. I do not believe in the high school competition that is required. It is highly suggested, but not required. Is it required? I don't think so. I know it is for you do need to have a protein, I think, on the salad. Okay, you do have to have a chicken protein on the salad. Yes, it's your choice what you're using, but you do have to have the protein chicken on the salad. Yes. All the way in the back. I can't hear you.
She wants to know if we can bring it back.
Gotta go here. What was it? You got your answer? You can use this. You can bring whatever else you want to. Yes. Okay. What was your question?
So earlier you said bring water to the station.
Bring what?
Water.
Yes.
But with the ice pack also, bring that as well.
We have ice, and you can set it up, but not during your setup time. Yeah. Yes. Yes. She's asking if you can tape your schedules and your menus onto your station. You can. Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, right here it says that we need 2 different sauces. Yeah, on the second menu it says nothing about it. Does that mean we need to come up with one?
Yeah, you need to have a sauce on with the braise. Yes. Yes, you do need a sauce on each of your entrees. Absolutely. Yeah.
Will there be nuts available?
You'll have to check. I know we've got some nuts, walnuts and almonds. Yeah. Gloves, yes. We have gloves over in the paper area. So we've got gloves for you. Yes.
I know you
you ask post-secondary to write a menu that would each be months?
We're giving you the menu. Because they got a mystery basket, so they've got to come up with what they're going to do. We're telling you guys what to do, so you don't need one.
Are the breadcrumbs available?
We've got panko, right? Do we have breadcrumbs too? I don't think so. We've got the French bread if you want to grind it up, and then we've got panko. So, yeah. Yeah. It's the waste. She was asking about the waste of your cuts for stock. Don't start your stock until a judge has looked at your cuts. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let me come back here. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just thinking.
What was it?
On the last meeting, I talked about the braised chicken dish, and underneath it says starch or the entree. Is that just a typo from
Yeah,
last
it's a
year?
typo from last year. I caught all the rest of them. Come on, give me a break. Yes, that is for the braised entree, yes. Yes.
The store card posted online still have the salmon.
Yeah, they still, they're changed for here, because they were the ones from last year. It's exactly the same, only the salmon becomes entree 1, chicken becomes entree 2. So, yeah. Yep. Yes.
Was there a cleanup time before?
Excuse that?
Was there a cleanup time before?
The time throughout the day is yours. Do whatever you need to do whenever you need to do it. So, yeah. Yes. The entree 1 is the saute. Entree 2 is the braise. Yes. I think that's how they're listed. Yeah. Entree, the first one is the saute, the second one is the braise. Yeah.
During our lunch, will be a lot of vegetarian.
Good question. Bathroom breaks. See, I always forget about it. Bathroom breaks. You can do a bathroom break at any point during the day, but you have to have a courtesy core go with you. The courtesy core is going to go with you to make sure your teacher does not talk to you. Because I know you're not going to talk to your teacher, but they're going to be so excited they want to talk to you. So the courtesy core is going to be with you to escort you to the bathroom and back. You can do that at any point during the day. Often when you get to your lunch break, there's a herd that goes at the same time. So if you do need to go to the bathroom, find a judge, find one of the courtesy corps, find one of our NET people, and they will get a courtesy corps to escort you. Good question. Yes?
The areas outside of these cordoned off zone or contest area be open to the public?
Yes, this will be ringed with spectators the whole day. This event is open to the public, which reminds me, do not talk to anyone outside the rope at all at any point tomorrow. Teachers, do not talk to your students tomorrow. Don't wave, don't raise your eyebrows, no thumbs up, no nothing. Don't talk to your kids, don't motion to your kids, don't communicate with your kids. It is grounds for disqualification. We don't ever want to see that happen. Yes?
If contestants in the later start time, is any concerned about produce being run out?
We have plenty. Yeah, we have plenty. We will not be running out of anything. And if we do, we'll make a mad dash to the store, but I think most of it, even if we run out of one item, there's 3 or 4 other things that will fill the bill. So, yeah, most of the stuff like the carrots and onions and potatoes, we got more than enough. So, plenty of stuff. But good point. But don't waste it. Take what you need and put it back when you're done. Yes.
If you have earlier start time, are you just waiting here when you're
Yes. Well, you'll start tearing down and cleaning up. You guys, at the end of the day on Thursday, when you're all done competing, you guys are going to tear the place apart. You're going to clean up all your pots and pans. We're going to bag them up. We're going to tear down your stations. We get this pretty bare by the end of the day. And it sounds like work, but with 45 of you guys, it doesn't take long. It's quick. and then we'll come over here and we'll do a debrief and a critique at the end of the day. So, any other questions? Yes?
Will the presentation plate be tasted at all?
No. The plate coming up here is asked about your presentation plate. Plate coming up here is being judged for appearance and taste. Plate going out to the table, we will go look at it to make sure it looks like the one you did and it's there on time. No one will taste it. I don't know, I might. Depends on how hungry I get through the day. If it looks really, really good. But those are all the way around the outside, and those are the ones people are going to look at. Yes?
So if the cutters are waiting here?
Yes. Yes. So if you're one of the very last ones here, you're in this very, very last one, you're just going to hang out here until 10 o'clock. So that gives you the time to like get your timeline ready, and get excited, yeah. Yes? If there's a spill, you will find one of the tech committee people, Denise, Tara, Paul, find one of us and we'll get it taken care of. Yeah, don't spill anything, we don't have to worry about it. It's a simple fix. Yeah.
We use those crates as like a table.
No, those crates are for our plates. So yeah, we got to have those. Those are from the plates are coming from the hotel across the street, and we got to have all those crates so we can get our plates back in it and back to the hotel. Anything else I didn't cover? Yes. They will be. The college kids are going to scrub them spotless at the end of the day tomorrow.
Paul wanted me to make an announcement. If you're out there today and you see dirty pots or pan, just leave the oven door open. We're trying to make sure that everything's clean. They've already been cleaned, but if you're looking through them, and in the same way tomorrow, when post-secondary is done, we'll have them make sure that we do a visual on them. So while you're out there today, if you notice a pot or pan that's dirty, just open your oven door and we'll go through and make sure they're all ship-shape.
And the college kids did already, so if the door's already open, we already know it. Yes. That right here. They're basic working height. They're at a standard working table height. I think they're at 30 inches or something like that. You can measure it. I mean, you'll be able to check out your station and take a look at it. Yeah. I think I got a tape measure here if you want to. You're trying to make sure if something will fit underneath. I got a tape if you want to take a look. So, yep. Anything else? Yes. Everybody have what? It is very, very similar. I'm not going to say everybody has exactly the same thing, but it's really, really close. Yeah. If we couldn't come up with a 6-quart stock pot, you might have a 5. But it's really close. And we made sure everybody has everything they need to do to cook this thing. So you shouldn't be missing any pieces. Any other questions? I do want to introduce a couple people. You already met April. She's part of our tech committee. We're the ones that work on writing this and trying to make this so wickedly hard. Try to make this really fun. And also Rudy Smith is also on our tech committee. Also Bill Spano's not with us today. He'll be here Thursday. He's with Hy-Vee Food Stores. He'll be here. We've got some of our judges that'll be working with you guys. And I'm sorry, I just met 2 great guys from the Coast Guard. They're going to be judging, and I don't remember your names.
Justin and Josh.
Justin and Josh with the Coast Guard food
Service program.
Food service program at Coast Guard. They'll be working with some of our judges. And Tina Weiss from Texas is also a judge. She's got a smiling face. She's a rough judge. And we have judges coming from all over the country coming in and evaluate guys. And we evaluate all you, and they're excited about coming. And I'm excited about it. I'm Greg Beachy. I'm with the National Restaurant Association Educational Foundation. I always forget to introduce myself because I know who I am. Yes, ma'am. How many judges? I think we've got 17 or 18 at least. And there's usually a few more that forget to tell me they're coming and they just show up. It's a great thing. Somewhere probably 20 by the time we all get done. Yeah. Yes. What happens if you win?
Is there an
You
international
cheer. I don't know what stage we are at the World Skills. World Skills is every 2 years, and they pull the top people from the 2 years, and and I don't know that process, and I don't know. This was World Skills year, wasn't it?
2015 will be.
15 will be a skills, so next year is a World Skills. Yeah. So they'll be looking at, and it's not always the winner. Sometimes it's just somebody that was really smoking that day. So, but there's always that chance. But what's really cool is the winner gets a whole bunch of scholarships. So, yeah. All right. Any other questions? Yes.
I'd like to say thank you to Nye from KP Education Systems, and I can't tell you enough at this age to support the people that support you. Okay, he and his one of his employees is here, and they were here Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, noon, on their hands and knees with me, helping scrub tables and stoves and stuff like that. And when when the industry people come out and support us in that fashion, I think it's important that you guys know that, and that you turn around and reciprocate and say, at some point in time when you can, to keep that as part of your consideration of, help those who help you. So thank you, Nye.
Thanks, Matt. Okay, what we're going to do now, not right away, but you're going to take your chair and you're going to go to the table around the outside that has your number. And we're going to give you your test in the answer sheet. You're going to do your test. When you're done with your test, you will give it back to either Tara or April, and then you will be free to go check out the competition area and you can go.
Bring your chair back.
Okay, bring your chair back here first, and then you can leave. Any other final questions? Yes. We got some pencils.
Yes.
We have pencils.
If
It's
you
got to be
borrow
a
it, you
pencil.
have to bring it back. I'll be around.
Yeah, and the other thing, if you use one of our pencils, you got to bring it back. Because they're all numbered and they're coded, so we can low jack you if you take one of our pencils. I do want to know, two folks that weren't here earlier, 103, is he here? 103? Yes, good deal. 108. 108? All right. One final note. As you guys are splitting up and going to your area, I need to speak to number 147 just for a second. We're special for just a little bit today. All right, is that you? Okay, good. All right, so take your chair to your numbered area, and we will be around with pencils in your test.